Yeah, surprise, surprise. People in Michigan don't want toxic waste uh, in their communities. Um, we should probably have this toxic waste sent to like somewhere like that that's like basically in the middle of nowhere, like a place where like people don't live and stuff. That way, like if the waste ends up contaminating the land and stuff, it doesn't affect people. I mean, it will affect the animals and stuff, but at least what people won't get sick from it. I mean, how about we stop putting toxic waste in communities?
Well, the biggest concern is that this toxic waste, this liquid vinyl chloride that's supposed to be safely stored here at Republic Services in Romulus won't be. That it will leak and it will get into the soil and the water here in the Great Lakes State. The extensive and paramount work continues of removing contaminated soil and testing the environment. 23 days after a train derailment released toxic chemicals into East Palestine, Ohio. People living near the site fearing for their health and safety.
One thing that's been made clear to me is that everyone wants this contamination gone from the community.
But where is it going? Well, at least 15 truckloads of the toxic waste is here in Wayne County.
We don't want this stuff in our backyard. We don't want this sickness.
Protesters assembled in.
Yeah, that is pretty reasonable. If somebody was like, hey, we're gonna dump a ton plus of waste in your community, how do you feel about that? You know, everybody's, like, I'm about to say like 99% of the people are gonna be like, yeah, how about we not have toxic waste in our community? Because, yeah, we don't want that to get into our groundwater and stuff. Yeah, they're gonna put it into a building and stuff and put it into probably containers and all that, and, whatever to keep it contained. But, there is always that possibility of some kind of failure of the storage container or the building or whatever, and the waste contaminating the groundwater and all that. And why would people want to, allow themselves, why would people want to get sick just to store some toxic waste that a company created and should be dealing with themselves? We can let the Norfolk Railroad, put the toxic waste on their facilities or whatever. Let them build an underground storage for it.
Romulus on Sunday at one of the 2 EPA-approved dumping sites in our state, demanding the waste be removed.
This is not any way about politics. This is about the safety of humans.
This is how we treat the beautiful Great Lakes state, by bringing Ohio's toxic waste to Michigan and especially to downriver.
Representative Jim DeSana echoing U.S. Representative Debbie Dingell's concerns that state and local officials were not given a warning the waste would be making its way to our state. The complaints forcing the EPA to halt the transportation of the toxins from Ohio. But today, that process will resume.
Okay, so officials in Michigan Texas are saying they weren't told that toxic waste is being shipped to Texas, and officials in Michigan are saying they weren't informed that toxic waste is being shipped there. What is going on with the EPA? How are they not informing people? Where is this like breakdown in communication happening that federal officials can't inform like state officials of like what they're doing and the such, and still, why isn't Norfolk being required to contain these chemicals and do away with them at their own expense?
But not to Michigan. Ohio officials confirming the next shipments of waste will go to 2 sites in Ohio, but that does not rule out the Great Lakes state in the future.
We're not interested in a conversation. We don't want this stuff here at all.